Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons! Now I know what you're all thinking. You're thinking, wow Steph, you're awake early today. Can I be considered awake early if I just haven't slept yet? Question for you, Steven. You know the way the sun goes away you know the way the sun goes away and everything gets real dark and boring? How about if everything didn't need to get that real dark and boring? Think about it. I mean, that's just kind of summertime in the northern hemisphere a lot of the time. Or for at least a period of time. Ah, my hair is bugging my eye. I don't even know where the hair is coming from. It's somewhere. I just feel it bugging my eye. Okay. So, we got stuff to do today. As you might be able to guess, I haven't slept. Yeah. Bit of a problem that. Caroline's awake and awake, so. Expect my eyes to be closing a lot. Me to yawn a lot. She dusting a lot. Cashew, my home's your home, squeak. Let's chat. Wish I had some treats to offer you. I probably should have made some carrot cake in advance. No, it's fine. Now, I do want to show here, in case any of you guys missed the stream from yesterday. You know, the stream I've yet to do today. This isn't going to look as good as it does on stream, but I'm about to be covered up by something. Ah! I'm anime now! It is a proper 3D model. Like, I can, let's see if I can remember how to do something. Like, I can move him. He's fully 3D. He doesn't look the best. There's some clipping going on just above the, you know, there, but it's fine. This is all generally you'll see anyway. I can't show it properly because the webcam's being used by me. But yeah, I made a Vtuber avatar. It's pretty basic. It's nothing special, but I mean, it's kind of me. Hair color's a little off. I'm really bad at getting my own hair color. Especially where my hair changes so freaking often. Like, by the end of today, it'll probably be a different color again. Kind of thing. Steven, how are things, Bigfoot? Let's talk. I wonder what my parents are up to. I should probably give them a call. That's fair. I should come check turnip prices. That's what I should be doing. Assuming the bookings are open. Yes, they are. Okay. I was pretty sure they open at 9. I was kind of waiting for 9 so I could record this morning section. I'm gonna check the price again around noon, but... Ooh, 214. I'm glad I waited. I'm gonna take this price, because I don't trust it's actually gonna stay good. But if it does, and it becomes even better, then that'd be pretty cool. It's done this to me before, though, where I get excited that I might have a really good price, and then... no. So, I'm not gonna get excited about it. I'm gonna be excited about the VTuber avatar. And, like, I do want to address something, because, like, in the past, I've been like, I'm not a fan of it. And, honestly, the more I've stopped and thought about it, the more I've realized it wasn't really my opinion. Let me explain. So... any of y'all who've been watching me for a while know that I lost a girlfriend of many years last year. Whoops. Well, in the time that I have had, more or less just kind of trying to figure out who I am, I've kind of come to realize a lot of the things that I used to say I didn't like, it wasn't because I didn't like them. It was because she didn't like them. So, like... Yeah, I don't mind VTubers. I don't know any of them. Like, I don't watch VTubers. Like, how could I say I don't like something when I don't watch it? Like, my only interaction with a VTuber of any kind was the 8-Bit Drummer. When he had his VTuber avatar for gaming stuff. Hey Serrano, what'd you think about it? Hey Rambler, been looking all over for you. Remember you wanted a simple parka? Well, I got one for you. I don't actually. You didn't tell me you wanted one of these? Squeak! Come on, Brain, I'm counting on you. Oh, I'll take it anyway. I'm just gonna sell it. Normally I'd hang on to things, but I'm gonna want the inventory space, so... Well, I'm gonna be putting bells away. But yeah, like, that's kind of my only experience I had with anything VTube related. Until, like... probably about, like, 3 or so months ago, I watched some, Limelicious. Look who it is! It's Steven! Nice to see you here, Snorty. Let's chat. When I was little, I thought it'd be fun to live inside a store like this. I wonder if I might not be spending too much time in here. And like, I was initially disappointed when the 8-Bit Drummer did VTuber stuff for gaming. And given he didn't really ever do much of that after that, I get the feeling he was too. And it's just because, like, he's such an expressive person that, like, a VTubing avatar does him no favors. And I also want to say right now, I'm not getting rid of the face cam for these videos. Maybe for Undertale, but not for these. Animal Crossing is definitely going to stay face cam. This is more personal, it's a more personal series, like, this is me, you know, and it's gonna stay that way. But like, my whole thing there was just knowing how expressive Jared is, to then suddenly not have that expressiveness going, you know? That was kind of disappointing. He also doesn't do gaming streams, like, at all, so, you know. Also, I apologize for that kind of weird voice bit. I just moved my foot and my shin hurt. So. Hey Steven, how you been, BLT? It's the latest. It's a great day for some cross-training. Is it? Wait, isn't that the training that involves swimming? Yeah, you can count me out. But yeah, I'm gonna use the avatar for a bit, see how I feel about it. I'm gonna see about, like, trying to make some modifications to it and stuff as well. Like, I need to touch up the jacket. The shirt could be better. You know, I want to find a better hair that doesn't cause problems. I've had multiple versions of the avatar. And there's, well, I have multiple versions. There is one where I've got, well, multiple where I've got longer hair on the avatar. It's not my length of hair. V-Ride Studio doesn't natively have my length of hair. I'd probably have to make that myself, which means figuring out how to make hair. It doesn't seem that complicated, but it's definitely too complicated for my brain right now. I'll definitely be poking at that later. Like probably like tomorrow. But, like, I had that, but quite often the hair would end up clipping over the shoulders and being, like, all, like, twisted up, like, into the face, and it just looked bad. So I'm like, okay, no, can't do that hair. So I went with a shorter, but still long hair. Now, like, if I could find a hair that, you know, didn't do that, but was very long, I'd be using that one instead, but... Oh, no. Ah. But, like, I had that, but quite often the hair would end up clipping over the shoulders and being, like, all, like, twisted up, like, into the face, and it just looked bad. So I'm like, okay, no, can't do that hair. So I went with a shorter, but still long hair. Now, like, if I could find a hair that, you know, didn't do that, but was very long, I'd be using that one instead, but... Oh, But yeah, one big benefit, and why I might actually end up using the VTuber model for like Undertale, is where Undertale's on the PC, I can pretty easily just match it up with things, and it's not gonna overly be weird if it stays on the screen. I could still record it the way I record things normally. If I do it that way, I'd probably want to green screen it, so I don't know. I know for streaming it's gonna be really easy because it'll just be part of the main scene. Like, that's just where it exists. It'll just be there, like the face cam would be. Like, ooh. Now the new bug. Gotta be very careful here. It's a very skittery bug. Nah, I messed up. Fly. And it flew away. The fly flew. With the flu. Into a shoe. Under a canoe. It was really blue. I'll stop. This is what happens when I get tired. I have no idea what the stream yesterday / later today for me is gonna be like. I am so tired, but it's so hot. It cooled off enough that my body was like, alright, sleep time at like 6 in the morning. But at that point, it's like, well, it's too late to sleep. I can't nap. I've always been terrible at napping. So, like, I was just like, I guess I'm staying up today. So, that's just gonna be my life today, is just staying up. My life will be staying alive. The hit song from whatever band played that song. I know music, totally. I was really hoping it was just automatically playing over here. There we go. I'm saying a lot. I will say, this is something I just thought of. I'd actually mentioned this in the 8-Bit Discord, but where I've been learning Japanese, there are some words I've just kind of picked up without even writing them down in my notes, which is why I got confused as to it telling me I had learned 10 words on my first day, but I only had 5 written down. It's because I only wrote down 5 of them, but I know all of them. At least, like, hearing them, I know what they mean. And, like, I can kind of explain some of them. So, like, des, or desu. It's, de and su together, but it seems to be pronounced des. That generally means you're referring to a person. So, like, you know, if you wanted to say, let's say, a cool teacher, or he's a cool teacher, it would be, what would it be? Kakui sensei desu. I believe that would be what it would be. That would be effectively how you would say, you know, that person's a cool teacher kind of thing. I'm like, that's stuff I really should have wrote down in my notes, but I didn't, because I'm kind of dumb. I mean, in my defense, this is the first time I'm taking notes on something ever. They're not going to be the best notes. Well, taking notes on something I'm learning, not, you know, writing down notes on something I already kind of knew. Because, like, I don't count the Tulip notes as me taking notes. Because taking notes would imply I was making my Tulip notes as I was playing the game, but I wasn't. So. Oh, jeez, yawning so much. But yeah, I'll probably figure something out so that I can possibly just use the wait, why am I trying to... Oh right, I suppose I do have a few things I can sell. It's not a big deal to sell these, but more inventory space is more inventory space. Yeah, like, I'm gonna try to find some way I can make use of the Vtuber model while like recording Undertale, because like I don't know. I kind of want to use it for basically everything except Animal Crossing is where I'm kind of at, but that's going to take some experimentation to figure out how to do chroma key stuff in Vegas, because at the moment I don't know how to do it, so I would have to learn how to do it, which is where like I'm gonna want to be more awake for that. Now, it might be a little jarring for some people watching that series in the future for me to suddenly go from face cam to VTuber avatar, but I mean, let's be real. It's the modern day, and I'm on YouTube. Everybody's a VTuber these days. I mean, I can't blame people for it. Like, it's one of those things of one of my big motivators for doing it is not liking how I look. So if I can avoid seeing myself more often, then, you know, bonus points. Plus, well, you know, anime me is a lot more animated and expressive than actual me. You know. But again, like, you guys will still be getting actual me in these videos. Like, I'm not going nowhere. You're stuck with me. Even if, like, there's a massive outcry of people being like, please use the V2... No. Pinky! I'm hoping you'll take my rally tank off my hands. I totally have more than I need already. What do you say? Alright. You want anything for it? I mean, I'll give it to the Nooklings. Though I'll probably actually put that into storage. Because, see, it's from Pinky, so that makes it more valuable. But, like, I do just want to absolutely hammer that home of, like, I am not going to be using it for Animal Crossing. I won't say never, but it's highly unlikely I will ever actually use it for anything other than, like, streaming and possibly things like Undertale. Like, if I understood how to do the stuff better, it would be even better, because then I could customize the avatar for whatever I'm doing. I don't really understand how to do things in V-Roid Studio. I'm learning. I mean, I learned how to make clothing. I need to, like, figure out how to do, like, buttons and stuff for the jacket, and, you know, fix the colors up, because the colors are kind of bad. There's white spots on it. I don't even fully understand why everything went the way it did. Like, I was just trying to do, like, a regular, like, kind of tight shirt, so I could have that under, the jacket. But then, like, it created a full bodysuit, and then I had to figure out where on the mapping was the shirt, like the undershirt, and where was like skin, and, like, because it's everything on that mapping. It's not just the shirt, which is really annoying. Ah, jeez. But, like, I'm positive that, like, with enough time and practice, I could probably do some pretty cool stuff with it. Like, what I'm thinking of is, like, I mean, Undertale would be actually kind of easy. Just change the shirt. And I'm cooking, all my worries just melt away, Powder Puff. Jamaican. Making my specialty. It's cherry smoothie. I already know how to make cherry smoothie. It's pretty simple. Cold chill. I say cold chill, more like my hair messing with my back, giving me a cold chill. Yeah, I don't really know what else to ramble about other than potentially more about the avatar. Oh. I mean, I am using a regular mug today. That's something I can make mention of. I'm basically using a regular mug, so it's about time that the Monster Hunter mug gets washed again. So it's up in the sink, and I'm just too lazy to wash it right now. So. Muffy! Make yourself at home, okay? Let's talk. You got a wicked awesome tailcoat there. Loving the style. That style look rad with some semi-opaque socks. So I have some semi-opaque socks? Alright. Sounds good to me. All yours. Go on. Ain't gotta be shy with me, Nightshade. Yeah, I can change my socks here. I mean, that's not a big deal. I mean, I can't see the socks anyway, but there we go. Oh, we got a lost item up there. I am gonna have to try to do something to, like, wake myself up before noon. Or today is gonna be a very miserable day. I mean, it's already feeling like it's gonna be a probably pretty miserable day. Because, as I've made mention a lot, I am not good at all-nighters. Insomnia or not, I'm not good at it. Like, I will be dealing with this exhaustion all day. Hey, is this yours? Yeah, I found something. It's a book. And hers. Pinky. Alright. Oh, there was something I was going to mention. Right. So, I know I haven't talked about this in a long time, but the Stop Killing Games initiative is still going until the end of July. And last I looked, they had just reached 900,000 signatures. I know I have, like, no reach, and, like, no one really watches these videos. I say that. There's a small number of people watches my videos. And I appreciate you guys. Don't get me wrong. Like, I absolutely appreciate you guys. I do want to say, like, if you know anyone in the EU, or you're in the EU, please consider signing that petition. Well, the initiative. I'll explain a TLDR of it once I'm done talking with Pinky. See you again, blah. You lose this? Let me see. Book. No way! We're looking for this comic for forever. Thank you so, so, so much. We'll give you a reward. Shirt. It's a comedian's outfit. I mean, I don't really think so, but... Okay. TLDR of the Stop Killing Games Citizens Initiative. They seek to make it so that games made in the future must be made with an end-of-life plan that leaves the game in a reasonably functioning state after the developers cease support. That's all it wants to do. I really had to emphasize the in the future because I've seen so many people misunderstanding the initiative and being like, well, you can't expect World of Warcraft to do it, even though there's private service of World of Warcraft. You can't expect Final Fantasy XIV to do it, even though there's private service of Final Fantasy XIV. Games aren't even shut down yet, and people have already managed to reverse engineer servers. You really think those games are gonna die if the respective companies stop caring about them? No, they'll do just fine on private servers. Like, Square Enix could shut down Final Fantasy XIV tomorrow, and it would probably still have millions of people playing it on private servers. World of Warcraft is the same way. Like, my eyes could stop being heavy, that'd be great. And like, one of the major complaints is like, oh, but it would make game development so much harder. Not really. Not if you know what you're doing. You want to know why I say that? Because 15 plus years ago, that's basically how absolutely every game was already designed. I know I give this example a lot, but I could grab a copy of Diablo 2, Lords of Destruction, on CD, attach a CD, DVD drive to my computer, install Diablo 2, Lords of Destruction, onto my computer, and play it. I could even play it online if I used a program like Hamachi to direct connect to somebody over a fake LAN network. Like, there is nothing stopping me. Blizzard doesn't support the original Diablo 2 anymore. They support their remaster, but not the original. So, like, the argument people have for why Stop Killing Games is bad, of being like, oh, but it would be harder on the poor developers. Won't anybody think of the poor developers? I did think of them, and thought of how just lazy they've become. Alright, Sahara, what do you got for me this week? I'm in a field lab at the moment, so... Give me some mysterious wallpaper. Mysterious flooring. Just chug down a bunch of coffee. Maybe that'll help wake me up a little. I might go for like a short walk or something. I can't go for a long walk because it's getting pretty close to my stream time, but just something to try to wake myself up a bit. But yeah, like it's one of those things of the initiative isn't even guaranteed to become law. It's just an initiative. It's just a thing where if it gets the million signatures it needs, it'll be put in front of the EU legislation, and they'll decide from there what to do with it. Like, so there's no harm in signing for it, even if there's things in it that you don't like, because there's no guarantee those are actually going to make it to the final version. Yeah, I'm going to wear this. Because, like, the EU legislation could change things. Lobbyists from game companies could come in and change things. That would be less than ideal, but, you know. Sorry, silly, since I'm inside the shop all day, but sunny weather helps me work faster. Maybe I'm just making shorter sleeves. It's 3 short sleeves right there. And right there. But then 2 sets of long sleeves. So, you know. But yeah, like, it's better to sign it and possibly get some less than ideal outcomes than not sign it, have it fail, and never get an outcome. Because if the European Citizens Initiative fails, Ross Scott, the guy who's running it, or basically spearheading the movement, basically says he's done. And I can't blame him. I cannot blame him for not wanting to continue trying to push. I mean, this is probably the best chance we're ever going to have. But, like, it's gonna take, you know, it's gonna take people actually caring, which is the problem. A lot of people just don't care. And that's a problem. Absolutely, Brewster. I'll have a coffee. Maybe it'll wake me up. Wake me up inside. Can't wake up. Oh, jeez. I'm feeling that one today. Maybe if I stretch, maybe that'll work. Oh, that's a good stretch. Actually, last stream I did before the one that happened yesterday, I forgot to turn off the delay from the Elgato, so my microphone is not synced to me at all that entire stream. No one in the chat mentioned it. I guess those people just think I'm crap at this. Can't blame them. I am kind of crap at it for forgetting to do that. Ooh, we got someone coming in for some coffee. It's one of the boys. It's either Timmy or Tommy. I can't tell them apart. There's probably a way to do so. Timmy. Tommy. Good morning, Steven. My brother and I make sure to take our breaks at the same time. Right now, he's running the shop. Back to the shop. I was gonna do Mario Kart World, but as you guys saw, I'm almost certainly doing Phantasy Star Online 2, and probably doing almost nothing but story quests, because I don't need to pay as much attention to those. There's also things that I kind of want to get unlocked from doing story quests that are going to take a long time for me to get to, like Buster Quests. I kind of want those, because there's stuff I can get from doing the Buster Quests that would be pretty nice and helpful to have. Now, I am thinking of doing today in 2 parts. I just don't know if the second part from today is going to end up being, like, super late at night. So, we're going to come in here and sell things. And then I'm going to do a jump cut to later today, where, you know, I'll probably be even more exhausted. Let's be real. There we go. I don't really want a relay tank. I'll keep it anyway. But yeah, that's going to be it for this morning section, and I'm going to meet you guys back here later today for an afternoon, evening, possibly even night section. So, meet you guys back here later today. And I'm back. Today's been a day. That's like the easiest way I can put it. Let's put our new floor and wallpaper down, because I haven't done that yet. So, as y'all probably saw, the stream was fun. I was yawning a lot. I have a lot of things I need to sort out with the model, but, like, that was, like, a lot of fun. Wow, we're literally just a sumo ring now. It's just sumo fighting goes on here. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm trying to lose weight, not gain weight, so I can be a sumo wrestler. I mean, okay, we're gonna have Lamp versus, let's see, Lamp versus Froggy Chair. That's gonna be the match going on here. So we're gonna get, Froggy Chair turned to face its opponent. It's a little over the line, but you know, that's fine. Oh, Muffy's here to visit. Yo, Steven, it's me, Muffy. This is a hangout invasion. I mean, I'm cool with that. I was just setting up a sumo fight. Surprise! How you doing? I mean, I'm very tired still. Sorry for being so sudden. I just felt like chatting with you. Aww. Never apologize for that. Literally, I would adore if someone was like that. Just showed up here to say, hey, I just want to chat, spend time with you. Like, hey, I brought you something tasty, a peach. So many peaches. They just, all the peaches, all the peaches. Not fussy, you know. No need to worry about me, Nightshade. Yeah, but I want to. Steven, I hereby challenge you to a game. I accept your challenge. I'll play a game of high card, low card. I would have preferred Yu-Gi-Oh, but, you know. Yeah, who needs rules, right? Okay, if you win, you take home a tea and towel. Alright. Got a 7. So the odds are it's a lower number. But I'm feeling the 8th, so it can do the not very funny 7, 8, 9 joke. It's the 8! I literally was spot on. Okay, I didn't want to win, but okay. I'm not gonna wear that, but ooh, you're gonna be seriously revved up. Definitely gotta play again sometime, Nightshade. That is fair. I'm worried I'd be bugging you if I just showed up, but then I was suddenly at your door, Nightshade. Yeah, that's fair. But, Muffy has chosen her fighter. She's on the side of the Froggy Chair. You know, I can't blame her. That lamp is very bright. It's positively sparkling. It's so bright. Like, you know. Now, the lamp does have the bed and another lamp supporting it. Meanwhile, the Froggy Chair has an IV bag, so, like, it's ready to get injured. Like, it's ready for that. Like, I feel like the lamp is being cocky. Like, the lamp's gonna lose this match, probably, but I should probably get out of your hair soon. I don't want to wear out my welcome. Later. Home is pretty rad. Thanks for hanging out with me, Nightshade. No problem. But yeah, like, I do want to kind of continue with what I was talking about earlier of, like, coming to realize that my kind of dislike of VTubers was more my ex's dislike of them more than my own. Same with, like, there's a lot of characters in games that, like, I knew I didn't, like, dislike these characters, but I would pretend I did. Nessa from Pokemon Sun and Moon is one of them. Like, I liked Nessa the entire time. I do prefer her gym trainer. I love her gym trainer. But, like, this is Sun Moon. Sword and Shield. I can get my Pokemon game straight. I actually want to replay Pokemon Scarlet at some point. I want a run of that game that's not, like, not tied to memories, you know? And, like, after having experienced it on the Switch 2 here, that also solidified that I want to do another playthrough of Scarlet. I would play through Violet, but I'd have to buy the DLC pass for it, and I don't feel like doing that, so... Scarlet it is. Plus, I just enjoy Scarlet. I very much enjoyed the Violet Paradox Pokemon more, but the designs of, like, all the characters more in Scarlet. The uniform in Scarlet just feels better. It feels like that was the intended uniform, you know? Especially where that was what was predominantly in all of the trailers. Whoa, couple sirens going by. Something's going down. It's not usually you get multiple, especially where those were clearly cop cars. So. Some crap's going down somewhere. But yeah, like... I'm gonna try to, like, I'm already enjoying myself in the VTubing space, so, like, you know. So good to unexpectedly bump into a friend, Snorty. Let's talk. Did I just wander onto a red carpet? Because I see you're wearing your tailcoat. I feel so underdressed, Snorty. Aw, no, you're fine. Alright, who's over here? Oh, it's Simon. I thought he was down below. It's real dark out. Let's check. Best tasting island is Astera. Everything tastes great. Everything. Yeah, you were licking fish the other day, so... I could imagine. Blurry! Nice to see you again, Patterpuff. Oh yeah, we already talked to her today. Reminds me, I had the craziest dream last night, and you were there! You and I are about to embark on a road trip, or... are we on a boat? I've completely forgotten. Isn't it funny how the memory of a dream can just vanish in an instant? I've heard if you write down your dreams, you'll remember them better, and then you'll gradually have more control over them. I don't want more control over my dreams, so, you know. I'd rather just not have any. That's the way I go about it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try and find a way to even use the VTuber model for, like, the extra video series. Again, I know I've said this multiple times this video already. This face cam ain't going nowhere. Unless you guys really want it, but even then, it might still not go anywhere. Because the Animal Crossing series is a lot more personal to me, and I feel like it needs the personal touch of this. You know. Like, it doesn't, to me, make the most sense to have this series and not have the face cam, given, like, how often I talk about what's going on with me, you know? Like, I think if I ever were to do anything VTube related with Animal Crossing, I would make, like, this would take a setup. But hear me out on this one. I would basically get a little, like, VTuber model of my character made and have it and the face cam. So, like, that's kind of where I'm at there. Also, something I was gonna mention earlier and completely forgot about. I don't know if I even started the thought, but I know I wanted to mention it earlier because it is relevant to me at the moment. I need shorter socks, apparently. Either that or looser ones. So, my ankle, up to where basically the top of my socks would be, is, like, super compressed in, while, like, my shin above it is, like, beefed out. And it's like, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. So, I kind of need to address that, I feel. So, I'm currently just wearing my loosest pair of socks around my ankles. So it's like, yeah, that's worrying to me, because, like, the thing that's in the back of my head, and I know people are going to be, you're jumping to conclusions. Yeah, I probably am. I know if you constrict blood vessels, that can cause blood clots. Blood clots can cause heart attacks. I'd rather not have a heart attack while losing weight. You know? There we go. Telefax. I just noticed that they had a telefax machine here. But yeah, I think that's just about it for today. As mentioned, I do want to do more with the VTubing model. I need to sort out its expressions so I can actually have expressions going. Like, it's got blinking right now, and I can kind of wiggle the eyebrows if I try really hard. But that's about it. So I want to basically sit down with their expression thing and set it up so that, like, it's better mapped to me. Because quite often, if you watched the stream from yesterday, you'll see quite often when I had the basic emotions on, basically I would be shocked face most of the time when, like, because it's struggling to read this. Because the mustache, the beard, like, it's seeing this, presumably, and going, that's a mouth! Like, no, that's part of my chin. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Horizons. Wait, before I forget, turnip prices are 1 bell higher than they were this morning. So I didn't jump the gun. See y'all tomorrow. And now in this end card, I'd like to ask, if you liked the video, could you maybe hit the like button? And if you're not subscribed, could you maybe subscribe? It'd help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.